Thank you so much.
It's like the TV show intros, you know?
Good job.
Welcome, everybody. We're taking a slight detour in our Eclipse tutorial, regular scheduled programming, and to bring you the Wild Sheep Chase. Today, I am joined by our merry, chaotic oh boy group. From the top, oh boy, Brett is first.
Hi, I'm Bread. I'm currently going to be playing Bread, a wizard Riolu.
Amazing.
Focalorian. I have Altario on standby because I don't know anything. Hello.
It's the two-headed Dr. Phil. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
Together they may have a brain cell to rub together because it's me, AudioVisual. Toonkind's local bootleg Sableye. I guess in this case it's Eclipse Cathedral's local bootleg Sableye now. And the third member of this little gang of idiot family. We're doing great. I'm going to be playing Cricket, Cordelia, Copperpetal. What's your last name? I had a whole bit. This is my fault for making a character last night at like fucking 4 a.m. and being like, yeah, I can give it 4 names. I'll remember. Cricket, Cordelia, Copperpetal, Meadowsweet. Who is a fairy who is about 1.5 feet tall with cicada wings.
Up next.
That's me. Hi, I'm Bluejay. Yeah, I'm playing Moth. They're a little baby. Moth is short for Mother 3 for the Game Boy Advance.
Amazing.
They're here.
Amazing. Wonderful.
Yep.
Alright, and lastly...
I guess that means that's me. Hi, hello everyone. I am Heartless, the local patch of darkness and source of Eclipse Cathedral nonsense. Ow, my knee. I will not be beating myself up today. I will be playing Izzard. I'm a cop, most of the time based out of Giznap.
Heart is also the birthday boy.
Yes! Heart's the birthday boy! And for that heart, you automatically get an inspiration point. Use it wisely.
Oh. Okay, I'll try.
Or use it chaotically. I don't know if this will affect this one shot at all. No, I don't know.
I promise to use it.
Amazing. Wonderful.
My character is surprisingly very unchaotic.
It's gonna balance out with everybody else, I'm sure.
Oh, yes.
Wonderful. I will be honest with all of you. I don't know the setting of this place.
Let's go a place.
It's a place. It's somewhere in Inkwell. I have decided this.
It's Rosenbull.
It's sure Rosenbull.
It's in Tezu, Canada.
Oh, cool.
I don't care where we are.
I don't. It's fine.
So we're in Tezu, Canada?
Yes.
Sure. We'll go with that.
Okay, cool.
Preston Bowl. Amazing. Okay. you guys have been in this town for, and not whatever reason you want to put it, either for leisure, pleasure, business, the like, or just happen to wander in. It's fine all either way. The streets are busy with people walking around, doing their usual business. There is, of course, the usual anime battle on the side that always happens. That's normal.
It's normal.
We usually ignore that. That's like the weather. And oh boy, how I want to start with this is I'll just jump into this. A large half-orc has been asking around for people to help him find a sheep. And he will pay 15 gold for the person that finds this sheep and returns the sheep to him. For this sheep is very, very valuable to his master. Now lives on a tower on the outskirts of town. And the four of you have decided to take upon this little quest of sorts. I'm gonna say that all of you guys have met outside of a little tavern where you have met this half-orc and he has given you this information. This half-orc's name is Gus, and with him there are 3 wolves and another figure behind him with a hooded cloak. They all just ignore them. It's fine.
I'm sure it's fine.
I mean, this is Toonkind.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably not unusual.
Not really.
Yeah, I don't think Moth was actually hired. I think they just showed up as the orc was doing the debriefing.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie
I mean, that's not really
probably.
what is it? I don't know.
So, Eddie is here on vacation. Because this is way, way far out of Gisneth and his jurisdiction. But he probably, quote-unquote, accepted the job. I don't think he's going to accept the money, but he did it because he likes helping people.
Excellent. Amazing. But yes, Gus has decided to leave all of you to it. Gus is a individual of not as many words, but will trust in you guys returning this very precious sheep to him.
I will do my utmost best.
I'll be appreciated.
I made a joke and I have to say it for the recording. There are 3 wolves with you. You are Gus.
Yes.
Moth doesn't talk, do they?
Nope.
Moth just does things.
Moth just does things.
Moth just does things.
He just does things.
So what is the information we got about the sheep?
The sheep, from what Gus has told you, is a decently good-sized sheep, almost like a pony size. It has really soft white wool with gold, like kind of yellow, like golden horns that curl around it. It is also a very cunning and mischievous little sheep. So it is advised to keep your wits with you.
I see.
The sheep is suspected to still be in this town, as the Gus has been looking around with his wolves, sniffing the sheep out, and right now seems to be been running with very low sleep recently due to this conundrum.
That is certainly a problem.
So you see the predicament, and I will appreciate it if somebody will get the sheep for once. Oh, you will be paid. Or my master can give you some sort of equal value of sorts.
That is wholly unnecessary on my end, but I appreciate it.
Cordelia's just scribbling notes in like a tiny little notebook and nodding along.
Moth makes a chirpy noise, and that's it.
What about bread?
Like they just got out of zoning in and asked, wait, what?
You will help with capturing the sheep, right?
Yeah, yep.
Excellent. I will leave the four of you to do. The four of you apparently. Gus looks at Moth, who just happened to
Moth
join in.
waves. Yep.
My God. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm just Bluejay. I love you so much.
This is certainly going to be a time.
You guys are free and loose now. You can go out and look around the town.
So, first up, Eddie is going to turn to everyone else and give like a very polite half bow and go, hello, I am Eddie L. Izzard. And what are your names?
So Cordelia steps up and offers Eddie a hand.
He takes it because he assumes that this is a shake that's going to happen.
And Cordelia shakes it and goes, I'm Cricket Cordelia, Copperpetal Meadowsweet.
Meadowsweet. It's It's a pleasure to meet you, Mix Meadowsweet.
A pleasure as well. And Cordelia lets go and just kind of like, yes, I am here in the human realm, the mortal realm, doing mortal realm things.
This was probably tunishly ridiculous to look at because Eddie is 6'1".
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, man, the height difference on these two.
So the word moth appears over Moth's head, and they spin in a circle a few times.
Oh
I'm gonna roll intelligence to see if Eddie understands.
Oh no!
Amazing.
I know he understands. That's a 17 minus 1. He smiles at Moth and places a hand on his chest and does a nod. It is a pleasure to meet you, Mix Moth.
Moth bows twice.
Cordelia gives a little, like, appreciative clap.
And then Eddie turns towards you, Brad.
Sticks her hand like it's a high five.
Do we have to kill you, Bread? Because you are crunchy.
You're very crunchy.
Lowers her hand and just says, "Why?"
I think Bread is dying.
Bread, you're crunchy. Altaria,
Yeah.
bread is crunchy.
I can't understand Brad.
Okay, hang on.
Oh my
Let
God.
me leave and come back.
Bread is too long.
How about now? Can you hear us?
Yes.
It's a little
Yes.
clearer.
Okay.
Greta raises her hand like a high five offer.
Eddie understands this and very, like, slowly raises his hand and then high five.
Yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
Clown to clown
Aw.
communication.
Yes.
And
Cordelia will also
your-
offer hand to high five Bread. Does not have Bread's name, but
Well.
yes, high five. Bread,
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 Bread.
You have to talk. Kid.
you have to talk.
Back.
What?
Brett will high five back.
Okay.
No.
A little funny.
And
Oh my God.
he reiterates to Bread. And what is your name?
Bread.
Ah.
Like the food.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mix Bread. He
Well,
seems a
you
little
too.
confused. Hmm?
Brett looks a little confused too.
Amazing. Wonderful.
Alright, now we've introduced ourselves.
Good job, everybody. You have done what very few actually do.
Look, Eddie is nothing if polite.
Excellent. Wonderful.
He needs to know everyone's names.
Alright. You guys are loose in town. If you guys want to make a perception check or investigation of sorts to look around for this mysterious sheep.
Let's see, I think I'll make a perception check because that's actually higher than my investigation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have Cordelia roll investigation because it's lower.
It does not matter. I rolled a nat 1.
Oh my gosh.
I've got a 4.
Mm-hmm.
A 9.
Investigation is also lower for me, so I'm gonna do that.
Now roll an investigation check.
Oh, okay. Okay, okay.
So, it probably doesn't help Eddie that he keeps his eyes closed.
Mm-hmm.
Or rather, mostly closed. So, that might explain why he got a 4.
Eddie, you are looking around. You can't seem to. I think one of the reasons too is you're looking above. You're looking above, like towards the crowd, rather than below, where a sheep would usually be.
That makes sense. Eddie is
Cordelia,
tall.
I feel like there is way too many people walking around the place, and some of the people
Cordelia
don't quite
is-
notice you.
Fascinated by everyone.
Mm-hmm. Having fun in the mortal realm.
Having fun in the mortal realm. Just looking around. Just like, ooh, I know what a sheep is. I'm looking for a sheep.
Amazing.
Totally know what a sheep is.
The last two being Moth and Bread. Moth and Bread, you both of you seem to have clocked in almost immediately. What seems to be like sheep walking across you guys. Kind of small, but for both of you will be around your size. Just clopping along, and you notice that it has a little saddle bag on its back, and it seems to be holding a bag on its mouth, and seems to be going directly towards a store that seems to be a arcane store of sorts. And very diligently pushes the door and enters the store.
I do not seem to see this sheep.
Moth beeps a few times and points at the store and then goes towards the store without waiting or anything.
Cordelia is going to beat back and kind of drag their eyes away from the crowd to like see what Moth is doing.
I'm gonna walk to the store.
Eddie's gonna turn to see all this happening and go, and walk behind everyone else because
Amazing.
I don't know what's everyone doing.
Brad and Moth leading the way into the store, Cordelia following, and then Eddie following Cordelia like a bunch of ducks.
Amazing. Wonderful. All right. Do you guys enter the store, or do you wait, or?
Yes.
Yes. Excellent. As you push open the door, you heard the dangling of bells to announce there is an incomer coming in, and you see around you aisles of what seems to be various magical items, from wands to scrolls to what seems to be armor that seems to be slightly glowing of sorts. There is also incense and paper and all the such that any magical user would want and need. And as you gaze along and you go towards the back of the store, you see the front desk, and where you see the sheep baying to the cashier, both hooves up, overlooking the desk, as the cashier seems to be ringing a scroll up for the sheep, and very lightly giving the sheep the scroll. It's like, all right, so you know how to use this, right? Okay. Have a nice day then.
So-
This should be the change.
Can I cast Speak with Animals? Because I'm a
Yes.
Frankenstein.
Yes, you can.
I want to
Yeah.
talk with the sheep.
Oh, Cordelia also has speak with animals.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Does Moth? Oh my god.
Only bread cannot. Amazing. That's great, actually.
So I am going to politely wait for the sheep to finish their business.
And the sheep grabs the scroll, puts it into the saddlebag, and grabs the bag of money that they have acquired and puts it in the saddlebag, and seems to be very happily marching on forwards and like looking back at the cashier and very happily saying, "Thank you so much for the business," and very happily throttles along.
Eddie steps in front of the sheep and smiles and says, "Hello. I would like to ask you a few questions, if that's not too much trouble.
The sheep stops and someone blinks at you multiple times and like, oh, what could be the meaning of this, huh? Wait, do you understand me?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, that's so great. I don't have to use this pesky little scroll then.
He just looks over and smiles at everyone else like, this seems like it's going well.
Aww. Cricket's just like,
So, my companions and I were tasked with searching for someone that matches your description.
Oh, really? And the sheep seems to have, like, slowly backing away from you.
Uh-oh.
Now, who could have asked for once like myself?
So I need everyone else to answer before I point at the other people. Because what Eddie would say next.
So awesome.
Oh no.
Picking up what's being put down. Cordelia's gonna look at everyone else just like, Cordelia can't stop the sheep if the sheep runs because Cordelia is 1.5 feet tall. So, on that note, Cordelia just kind of mimes zipping the lips.
Moth doesn't say anything and kind of does a little stretching idle animation.
Eddie is... Oh, yeah, bread. Bread. I should roll insight, actually.
So we're discussing options.
We'll let you know. You have only been hearing the sheep go bah as Eddie responds to the sheep, since you don't have speak with animals.
Yep.
And then you see the sheep seem to like back away a little bit from Eddie.
That 23 was an insight.
What are you seeking to gain with its insight?
Well, I want to know specifically if this backing away at the mere mention of someone looking for this sheep is nervousness.
It's fear and nervousness.
Fear. Okay.
You can tell that the sheep does not like the idea of somebody looking for them.
So Eddie's going to he's gonna raise his hands, palms out, and go, Hey. It's going to be okay. I just wanted to ask you some questions. We don't have to go anywhere. Just gotta talk to me, okay?
Roll me a persuasion.
Me? Oh, right, I've got a +1 to that. That's a natural 20!
My God. All right. I'm not even gonna roll insight. The sheep seems to be considering options, and with a very, very low sigh, kind of walks forwards and motions with her head, just like, all right, follow me then. We'll go to the back of the shop.
Okay. He looks at everyone else and realizes that Bread looks kind of confused because Bread can't understand the shape. So he goes, they will be answering our questions. If you have any, I can tell them for you.
Fred says, all right. Yeah.
Anybody else?
Cricket's just kind of like excited to be here. Hanging out with the mortals. This is a problem and they're solving it.
Yeah, Moth just here.
Listen, Cricket's just here. Listen, Cricket looks like a very small, like, middle-aged woman, but Cricket is also very excited to be here. So,
Man. Moth?
Moth's here.
Great. Excellent. Are all of you following this sheep?
Yep.
yes.
Yes.
Addie certainly is.
Wonderful. Well, the sheep takes you to outside towards the back of the building, and seems to like elegantly sits down, and waiting for all of you to gather around, and is waiting very patiently for Eddie to start.
So Eddie also sits down and he does it crisscross applesauce in such a fluid way, you could mistake him for some kind of water spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Or as if he's made of water.
Mm-hmm.
Cordelia stays standing because Cordelia is already so fucking short.
I think Moth sits in a chair and then, let's see. Oh,
that's a fumble.
fumble. I forgot to open up the fumble table. I pull out an umbrella
Mm-hmm.
and set it on the table. Wait, is there a table? Did you say
No.
that? Oh. Okay, well...
Just like a glowing semi-transparent table appears.
Yes, so we can go with that.
Wait, that's not the right one.
All right, there you go.
So, yeah, they pulled out a piece of paper
Mm-hmm.
and crayons.
Amazing. Wonderful.
Alright, I should probably roll to pull out a something to write with.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's just good police work.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes, a 6. Cool. I have a notebook. And a pen. Alright. So to start off with, may I have your name?
Yes, my name is Finter Shine Bright. Thank you very much.
Can you please put that in the...
Yes.
Because that was, very complicated.
That is not what it... Come on. Copy and paste. Don't mind me. Oh, fuck. Copy. Paste. There we go.
Of his name. Very fey name.
I'm sure you have heard of me.
I'm gonna roll history.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Oh,
To see
fuck.
if I have. I've got a -1 in history.
Amazing, amazing. I want to see how this goes.
I got a 12.
Moth
a
just shakes their head.
I love the honesty there. Honestly, Eddie, you're not from around here, so no.
Absolutely no one knows who this is. Bread literally just landed on planet.
Also doesn't speak sheep.
Yep.
So Eddie, finishes writing it down, and then pauses and goes, and he looks over at Bread and goes, do you know a find their shine bright mix bread?
No.
You're just gonna say no? No idea.
And then Eddie just turns back to the sheep and goes, I apologize. I'm from Giznep, so I am not from around here.
Well, that sure does put a tamper on things. I used to be a very famous wizard. I need all of you to know that. But you see, I have come to a little predicament. As of 2 years ago, I'm pretty sure the people have seen that I have mysteriously gotten missing of sorts. As it turns out, I got turned into a sheep.
Me in the back of my head, man, that shit is a problem with wizards now.
Man! I'm sorry, I'm trying not to laugh. This is out of character because I'm like, this certainly seems familiar. Can I roll history to see this seems familiar?
Sure, go for it.
I'm sure the actual news from Cinema is probably more more accessible to poor Eddie. 17 minus 1.
Yeah, this does seem familiar. And okay, out of DM, out of character, I need you guys to know. It didn't click for me while I was skimming this module until you guys voted it for this, and I read it thoroughly, and I paused. And then I had to scream to Trad that, oh my fucking gods! This is the 11th law!
Surprise!
Surprise!
11th law, electric boogaloo.
Okay. I'm gonna okay, I'm gonna get back into character here. And Eddie is gonna take the pencil and tap it against his lips before going, oh. But I thought he was behind bars. Apologies, there was another incident such as yours that happened some time ago.
Oh. Well, it seems that it's not so uncommon after all. Huh.
That's not what I meant. I apologize for insinuating anything.
Oh, it's fine. But yes, I will not be going back over there. I am going to figure out how to reverse this. But though I do wish I could get all my materials back, and he still has this pesky my wand. He gone and modified it, and I can't turn back without it. But what am I supposed to do? I am just a sheep. I don't even have my spell book.
You even have opposable thumbs. I don't think sheeps here have those.
Unfortunately, I am real kind, so I have no such thing as, like, real thumbs. And she, like, pulls up her hooves and kind of, like, shows them to you.
Cordelia inspects them carefully. You never know whenever sheep may grow thumbs.
Actually,
using
what
magic.
if I were able to commission the four of you to go back to my old home on the tower? It's out in the outskirts of town. And bring me the wand. Or if you want, I can come with, only if all of you protect me.
Cordelia's gonna look at the others, in like a sort of cheery, yeah, we can escort this sheep who can't do magic or anything and is just a sheep, to a place that we definitely saw that had wolves. Real wolves.
Eddie is thinking pretty hard because, like, so the sheep does not seem to be lying. He knows this because he's very insightful. But if there are wolves, it's would be very dangerous for the sheep who does not have hands.
Doesn't speak sheep and has no idea what was suggested, and will just say,
Sure.
Specifically, it may be a little dangerous if you were to come with us, but the person who asked us to find you is still looking for you in town.
Oh, that does put a temper on things.
So it may be just as dangerous if you stayed here.
Yes, I do suppose so. You're not gonna tell him I am here, correct?
Considering I'm not all that well versed in plot scripture, but this seems fairly obvious to me that we should help you instead of the one looking for you.
Yes. Well, Gus is a nice fellow. Just mixed up in all of this. Don't wish him any ill, as brute as he might be.
He may attempt to stop us.
Well, perhaps we can just walk around him. I'm pretty sure he's tired with me running all over the place. You know, I do run a very fun chase. I like to think.
Eddie's gonna look over at Brad because Eddie's got an 8 in intelligence. So he looks over to Brad to see if Brad's following all this. Because
nods like they acknowledge what's going on, but they really don't.
Oh, do you not understand me? I'm so very sorry about that. And the sheep Finder goes into her saddlebag and grabs the scroll that she has recently bought and kind of nudges this over towards Bread. This should help you understand me. I was hoping on finding some adventurers to help me, so might as well use it for you lot.
Take the scroll.
What's the scroll?
It's
It's,
the scroll speak up to animals. In order to use the scroll, you basically only have to open it and read it, and it should automatically be able to do it. No
I read the
spell
scroll.
slots. You read the scroll, and the scroll seems to just disintegrate into kind of like a sparkling powder, and instead of hearing buzz from the sheep, you can now actually understand her.
Hey.
So now could you reiterate what
Yes. I was just simply asking if you and your fellow compatriots could escort me towards my tower. And perhaps
I'm
go
down.
around Gus, of course.
Bread's down. Sure, why not?
Perfect. Wonderful. This will be great. Hopefully with my wand back, I will be able to transform into my beautiful self again. And all in all, it will all end surely well. And this she kind of stands up, kind of proud of herself, and like waits for everybody else to stand up again.
Eddie once again stands up in a very fluid motion.
Cordelia, who hadn't been standing, and after a little bit of listening, saw Moth drawing and gotten a little distracted, and just been nodding along, kind of like brushes her front off a little and like scatters fairy dust everywhere. And it's just like, okay.
Wonderful. Well, we should carry it along then. Perhaps I know the exact way towards my tower, of course. I don't quite know where Gus is at the moment. Where did you last see him?
Outside of the tavern.
Oh, wonderful. Hopefully he'll just stay there and none of his compatriots will be patrolling around the area.
I would not take that bet.
Oh, shame.
Feel us getting more and more jinxed with every
Well, what is the plan? I can't be the whole brains of the operation.
Eddie looks at everyone else.
Well, unfortunately, it might have to be out of character. Probably like using druidcraft to make flower crowns for Moth
Oh gosh.
and
Oh my god.
and bread. and
Mom's looking at Cordelia, and seemingly not paying attention.
Oh my god.
What's Brad doing?
Fred's just sitting there silently shuffling her deck of cards.
Eddie just, for a moment, really doesn't know how to proceed. He looks a little lost. But
Guys, I can't just hand give you everything right now.
I know. But he straightens up and he says, "Well, maybe if we circle the town and avoid the middle areas, we should avoid where he is searching for you, and that way we can get to the tower faster."
Oh, yes, that seems like a wonderful idea. Well, shall we go ahead?
I will go first. And he's just gonna start looking ahead for the best way to sneak around town.
Mm-hmm. You can... well, it'd be a good roll for this. Survival or... I guess perception will be to kind of maneuver around town and see.
I'll go with survival, even though it's the same.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have proficiencies in either of them.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes, 11 plus 3. That's a 14.
All right. Anybody else?
What were the options to roll?
Yeah.
Survival or perception.
I'm not gonna have Cordelia roll, but I feel like after a minute, she'll kind of like fly up a little bit higher into Eddie's view and be like, so we don't want the sheep to be found, right?
Yes. And he sounds a little unsure. I'm pretty sure the plot here would mean that if the sheep is found, that would be bad. Helping the sheep seems like the right thing to do.
Uh-huh. What if we added more sheep?
Oh my god.
Eddie just like raises an eyebrow. Go on.
What if we added more sheep and then it'll be really hard to tell if this sheep is the sheep that they are looking for, and not a sheep that is a part of the sheep that we have found that is in the sheep flock that we can potentially gain, and then it will be a sheep and sheep's clothing that
He's just barely following you with this. I would be real here. He's just barely following. And he's going, okay, what I meant was, I think that is a good idea and we should try it. Not explain it. He looks, his eyebrows are like wrinkling up and the watery skin he has kind of clouds as his like little I don't know what to call them. They're like I guess
These
lizard
little frilly
spikes.
bits?
Yeah, the circular, like,
These frilly bits.
yeah, the I'll just call them frills. The frills like dip a little lower. Like, you're confusing the poor man.
Cordelia is just vibing.
Raises their hand and asks, "What's a sheep? Is that like a Lulu?"
Oh my god.
Eddie just like looks over at Bread like, are you serious? And then he very slowly points at the sheep.
The sheep is like very patiently waiting there, seeming to be like kind of like moving her fluff, her wool around a bit, trying to make it look nice.
Cordelia gesturing at the sheep. This is a sheep. They are made of fluff and murder.
Well, currently, yes, I am a sheep, but I used to be an elf, you know.
Oh. Oh. Ooh. Ooh.
Anyways, could you please do what you were suggesting? Mix Meadowsweet.
Oh, just Cordelia's fine. I'm sure I can find some sheep. Let's see. I'm going to. What do I roll to see if Cordelia can find more sheep?
Perception or investigation?
Awesome. Gonna roll perception finally.
So, how well is that 14 to figuring out the best way to navigate the town without the sheep being seen, at least?
You found that the alleyway seemed to be like the best workaround, and it honestly is a little bit easy going around the alleyways in this town. This is probably because of many very various reasons. I look at all the animes. But
Okay.
it does seem to be reasonable to be able to do this. Oh my god. Alright,
Cordelia says sheep time.
Camellia, you do find a place that seems to, like a little building out there that seems to be like a nice, like near the town farm of sorts, and it has many various of sheep. There are black sheep, brown sheep, speckled sheep, white sheep, of various.
Cordelia wants them all.
They are outside in a fenced area. There doesn't seem to be anybody supervising them at the moment, since they're not out in a pasture or anything of the sort.
Eddie,
Oh,
go
did they
ahead.
all go? Did they all follow Cordelia?
I don't know if Cordelia already is. I don't. Yeah.
Cordelia is going towards the sheep.
Okay.
Okay, Moth following.
Follows.
Mixed
Follows as
shine,
well.
mixed shine bright. I believe Miss Shine Bright. I believe we should stick to the alleyways.
Very well. I shall follow your lead.
So I have a question. Is the pen where the sheep are out in the open?
Yes, it is.
Eddie is probably going to hang back with Miss Shinebright. To keep Miss Shinebright safe.
So what's the deal with the fence? What's the deal? Is there a gate?
It's a wooden fence. And yes, there is a gate. It seems to be locked with a lock, of course.
Awesome. Cordelia is going to walk up, fly over to the gate and look at the gate and look at the others and look at the lock and go, so I may have a way to get into here, but, it may be a little loud. Does anyone have a quiet way to open the gate?
Red offers up their crowbar.
Lit candle.
So Brad holds up a crowbar and Moth holds up a lit candle. And Eddie is too far away, but he's just kind of watching like, what are they doing?
Oh, their best, I'm sure. That's how you teach. They get to do the things on their own, right? Otto, can I ask what that role was?
Intelligence.
That's it.
Cordelia looks between the crowbar and the lit candle and seems to consider these seriously for a moment and looks at the crowbar and goes, that may be a better option, but unfortunately, I don't think I can use it for various reasons. Do you think perhaps one of you could use it to open the gate?
Moth points at bread and beeps twice. They're conveying something.
And smacks the lock with the crowbar really hard.
Really hard. Roll me an attack then.
Is it a straight D20 or is there?
It would probably be like D20 plus strength mod.
Mm-hmm.
How could you?
All right. Roll me damage.
15.
That was 13. What kind of damage does a crowbar do?
You have a quarterstaff. Roll quarterstaff.
Mhm.
What the quarterstaff damage?
Where did that go? Oh.
This is going great.
Yep.
So you come down at this lock, and it clinks with the crowbar. It seems to have kind of made the lock just bend some, but it's not broken yet.
Okay.
I hit it again.
Go and roll me another attack just to see if you get a 20. I'm doing the attacks just to see if you got a 20, and I also will need a how much damage?
Oh, no.
So you miss completely, and you hit the wooden fence instead, and you have cracked the wooden fence.
I hit it again.
Eddie is very carefully not looking because, like, if he looked, he'd have to stop this because this is larceny.
Are you hitting the lock or the fence?
Yeah, what are you hitting?
Oh, that's so bad.
Oh my god.
Roll the fence again.
Yeah, you hit the fence again, and you break off one of the top of the fence right there. Yeah.
Is it jumpable? Is the fence jumpable by sheep standards now?
It is, but the sheep seems to be like kind of going away from you guys. The sheep don't know you guys. What the fuck are you guys doing here?
Okay, I think Moth climbs into the sheep pen.
Oh my god. And the sheep kind of like move away
Cordelia
from you,
will-
Moth.
And they do a big honk. That's a horrible word to describe it. They
Excellent.
make a big noise and like light emanates out from them, and
They run into the middle of the sheep.
Oh my god. With that, the sheep kind of like seem to be startled at the sudden glow and noise and seem to like start to very, very panically running away from you, Moth, in various directions and seeming to like kind of go around you, not knowing where to go, and then see the broken fence and you see the eyes on target. The people who are near the fence, please roll me a dex save.
Victory.
So Cordelia was flying in after, so that'll be great. That's a 9.
Oh no. Alright, Cordelia, you're the only one who... Oh boy, so how do I do? I'll be nice and make it be a... Cordelia, you take 4 damage as you are being rammed by various sheeps and now escaping.
Rammed. Oh gosh.
And with that, there are now sheep loose in town. Do you guys feel accomplished?
Yeah.
Very.
Eddie just watches as various sheep run by, and he says, "I will get them later. They will be returned. Everything will be okay."
From the distance, you guys hear howling.
Oh, Miss Shinebright, I believe we should leave.
Oh, yes, that was very entertaining. Yes, let us go.
And he waves at the rest of the team like, "Come on, let's go." Hurry, there are wolves.
Cordelia like peels herself off the ground and goes, "Look, Eddie, sheep! We've gotten the sheep!"
Yes, let us get along before our hunters catch up with us. There is such a moral quandary going on, but he's convinced himself that this is the right course of action because, yes, I'm helping someone. I can collect the sheep later. It'll be fine. This is not illegal. I do not see.
You do not see. Not at all.
Yeah, Moth is skipping along.
Alright.
Facing sheep.
Amazing. Wonderful. So you take the alleyways? Great. You take the alleyways, and soon enough, you find yourself out of town, out of the boundaries of the town, and Finter kind of like plops, like starts to kind of lead the herd of you guys. I mean, like, all right, my tower should be eastward. You should be able to notice it in a few, like 1 mile or so. You'll be able to very clearly see it. I can tell you with divine detail about my tower. It is great. I built it myself. Did you know?
I did not, but I would love to hear about it. And I do must remind you, Soto, that Speak with Animals has a time limit.
I know.
It lasts for 10 minutes.
Very soon enough, she like seems to be going into detail about things, and very, very slowly you find yourself just the sentence seems to turn into bah, and until you don't understand a single thing she is saying.
That's good, because I didn't understand a single thing she was saying beforehand.
Amazing. Wonderful. But yes, the sheep is now leading you guys along. What seems to be going towards like relatively large field that seems to have a forest over the horizon and a bit of more foresty area ahead of you. And as you guys continue walking, you do seem to notice a tower popping up from behind the trees.
All right, we should slow down and let me go first. I'm going to sneak up to like the break in the trees to see the situation.
And roll me a stealth.
Ah, that's terrible. 8 plus 4.
Oh boy.
Okay, that's not too terrible. That's a 12, but still.
Alright.
Low roll.
Oh, wonderful. So, is anybody else joining in? Is everybody staying with the sheep?
Moth will stay with the sheep.
Okay.
Cordelia may follow and just be like, does Eddie like start visibly trying to sneak?
Yes. Like when he said that, he immediately like crouched down and started creeping forward, in the Toonish way of done.
Lizard. Lizard.
He's a lizard.
So Cordelia will probably be like, oh, I was sneaking now. I was sneaking now. Ooh, we're sneaking. We can be sneaky. Cordelia disappears, I guess.
Eddie in the middle of going shh, which is probably why he has a 12.
Amazing.
What's Bread doing?
Sneaking with the sheep.
Sure.
Sneaking with the sheep.
Sheep squad over there.
Sheep squad.
Who's a +3? Sneaky sheep.
I see.
Oh, yeah, someone
Bread is also sneaking.
Alrighty.
That beats my passive perception. I don't Bread.
Sneaky. Alrighty. I'm gonna first give you the description a bit of the place. Let me try and pull it up real quick. As you guys see before you, and there is a relatively large tower in the middle of this kind of small foresty area. It seems to be made out of not really planks nor stone or glass or any of the sort, but seems to be made of a tree, in fact, that has grown to be precisely matching up what a building would be, having intricate details all over it. You also see two other much more smaller towers that seem to be linked with the main tower. Not really. They seem to be made of this kind of a similar method. Not really quite sure what you see there. There is an outhouse as well, and a few little little small cabins and such, out nooks. One seems to be living spaces of like servants or the such. And you also see 3 individuals, 2 Toonkind pigs, and what seems to be a real kind ape, kind of playing cards. And also have great swords that seem to be like laying right next to them. And you see them kind of like seem to shatter along with each other, and very slowly you see the ape kind of turn towards your direction, Eddie.
Eddie immediately freezes before going and straightening up. I apologize for interrupting. Hello.
You see, the rest of this group like kind of like turn towards you and kind of like and get up, kind of do like a bit of a stretch and be like, now what are you doing here? Are you lost?
I am a investigator. He was about to say local, but he's like, no, that's a lie. And I have been investigating some reports about this tower that you are guarding. May I ask you a few questions about this?
One of the pigs looks over at the rest, and the ape seems to be doing sign language towards the pig. And the pig just like kind of like nods along, and it's like, all right, shoot.
Oh, all right. Gonna roll hammer space to pull out a notebook.
Mm-hmm.
This is everyone else's cue to do something else.
The moth stayed behind with the sheep.
Mm-hmm. That's a 7. So I did pull out my notebook.
Cordelia is watching this exchange fascinated.
Oh my gosh.
What's Bread doing?
Distracting by the guards, and everyone else is sneaking with the sheep.
Continue to sneak with sheep.
The sheep is not here.
The sheep is
you are
not here.
sneaking with Eddie. The
Yeah.
sheep is back in the trees.
Never mind, the sheep has left us. We've been abandoned by the sheep. We're really sorry.
However, you can go back for the sheep.
Do you want to go back for the sheep, or do you want to go forward towards the tower where we're bringing the sheep?
Go back for the sheep.
Okay.
Amazing.
So Eddie pulls out his notebook and his pen, and then he like does a half bow with the notebook and the pen pressed against his chest. Greetings, I am Eddie L. Izzard. May I have your names for the record?
Fuck. Hold on. Look, I have been making something up in the go.
Jamamathy. The first one is Jamamathy.
Sure. Pig kind of like points at himself, like, yeah, I'm Jimmy. And that here's Jack. And that being pointed towards the other pig, the pig kind of like how ways like, hey, yeah, hi. And the ape kind of like signs towards you, and the pig kind of looks at there, and looks at you, like, yeah, the name is Jess.
Jess. He writes all of this down and nods. So, there are rumors about some illegal arcane happenings here. What have you heard about that?
Man. You see the pig kind of like raise an eyebrow. The other pig just kind of like looks confused a bit. And the ape is just like sitting there with a very like kind of neutral face of displeasement sort of expression. And the pig is like, haven't heard anything of that. We were just contracted to guard around here.
Eddie nods and writes that down.
I mean, the folk that lives here is a wizard. who's been helping. So the folks after the previous wizard got missing. He seems to be locked up more regularly and kind of paranoid, I think.
Oh, he's paranoid. Why would you say he is?
I don't know. I don't really mess with the affairs of wizards and all the magic bullshit they do.
Eddie nods like, yeah, I don't understand magic either.
I don't know. We're just told to guard here and don't let anybody inside.
I see. I was hoping to be able to speak with the person who lives here.
That I will have to kind of stop you on that, unfortunately. Yeah, boss man said like nobody should be in there.
Did
Cordelia perks up. Still in stealth, but Cordelia perks up.
did he say why?
Something about paranoia, gonna get backstabbed. Paranoid, I say.
I think with that come to light, it is all the more imperative that I should speak with him.
Look, I get you. I understand, right? Right, guys, yeah. And you see the other page just kind of like shakes head. The ape just kind of shrugs.
Well, if he is convinced someone is going to backstab him, I would like his account of the people he believes will come to backstab him. It would help in my investigation.
You see the pig kind of like brushing along his face, kind of like rubbing it a bit, and then going to scratch the back of his head and just like look at everybody, the rest of the group. The pig just like, don't look at me, and the ape just like kind of like looks over at all of you guys and kind of looks at.
Wait. Has the sheep and Moth and Bread joined Eddie, or is this just Eddie?
It's just Eddie.
Okay.
It's just Eddie.
Okay. Yeah.
It's trying to fit sheep in your hammer space.
I do not. The sheep would not want that. Thank you very much.
It's also no oxygen in a hammer space.
Yeah, it's overall not a very good plan.
That is not true, actually.
There is a certain amount of oxygen in hammer space, but you can use it up.
I have put a living creature in a hammer space before.
Yeah, and because you roll me persuasion, Eddie, honestly.
Yes, 19 plus 1.
Amazing.
I'm being very persuasive.
You see the A kind of like look at you, and it kind of look at you up and down, and sign something. You're pretty sure this is like real kind sign language rather than the usual Toonkind sign language that.
So it's very likely Eddie doesn't know it.
Yep. And kind of like says something, and like the first page is just like kind of along the line, like all right. Body Pilot here says, as long as you don't go inside you can knock. I'm pretty sure the hit will like answer and like probably be super hidden and stuff, but as long as you don't do anything harsh or any of the sort, you know?
As I said, I am an investigator. I'm here merely to protect the people.
Alright. Do you understand, though, if Bossman says we need to escort you out of the premises, that's what we're gonna do. No hard feelings, okay?
I understand. Perfectly.
Alright. Yep, door should be to your left. Don't go to the outhouse. Somebody's using it.
Understood. And he goes where directed. I point at everyone else. It's your turn.
Cordelia's probably looking around to see if there's a way. Oh, Cordelia's a fae. So how is the door looking?
The door is
How is
a
the
wooden door.
Is there is there like an inch gap? Like, is it flush to the ground? What's it looking like?
Hold on. There is actually an inch gap on the door. It has a obviously a metal lock, kind of like not lock but like a keyhole and such in it too. Seems to be locked, pretty sure. There are windows around the tower.
So Cordelia's gonna look back at everyone else and not realizing that no one has a fucking above 22 passive perception, kind of like gesture at the doorway and like give an enthusiastic thumbs up, like, yeah, I can go in. I can get the one thingy we need. And so being a fae, Cordelia has the ability Fae Passage, and you can squeeze through a space as narrow as an inch wide. Cordelia's gonna just go under the door.
My God.
Amazing.
Before you do that, I am gonna go to the sheep because that you doing this might further along plot, but I want to go back towards the people who are shilling real quick, if that's okay.
Sheep. No, yeah, sheep time.
Sheep.
So Speak to Animals has faded for the both of you. So the sheep has just been by and for once in a while seeming to like making conversation despite not being understood. But it's very patiently waiting, sitting down, looking at both of you. What are you guys doing?
Moth is just sitting. And over time, like, they appear to be awake, but small Z's start drifting up from them.
Those idle animations.
Yeah.
Red is attempting to convince one of the sheep to join them on their playthrough.
No, but it's just the one sheep with no joint the next door sheep. Yeah. The rest of the sheep.
And the sheep in particular.
I'm not a sheep.
Red is lost in thought, thinking about the flock of sheep they left behind.
Gotcha.
Red is playing Pokemon.
The Brad would like to have a starter Wooloo and is debating how to best make this happen. Is essentially what it is. You cannot persuade the person transformed into a sheep via animal handling to become your starter Pokemon.
So yeah, Brett is absolutely lost in thought, thinking about those sheep.
No, we're going to.
I know this is Atari and Brett talking, but I feel like this is like in character. This is like Brett and Brett's like Jiminy Cricket in their brain talking to each other.
You pull out a tiny Altaria from your pocket and start talking to it. You're talking keychain size.
Like the fucking meme where it's like pulls out it's the holding the photo of like Michael and he's like it's just so sorry.
Get the fries. You'll need the energy in the coming days.
What?
Who wants to kidnap the sheep?
You're gonna kidnap the sheep?
Not yet. We're planning.
The sheep is buying at you
Got my
guys.
Jiminy Cricket Altaria, and I'm debating how best to kidnap sheep.
Great, wonderful.
Alright, so you guys are just vibing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think as time goes on, Moth goes from a sitting position to more of a laying down position.
Oh my god. Yeah, you guys are just vibing. Alright. I'll keep that in mind then. Unless I write something down.
Oh,
no.
Alright. If you guys are gonna keep on vibing, let's jump back to Cordelia. Hi, darling.
Hello.
Alright. As you slip under the crack, you see that the only lights that are available right now are from the windows, the sunlight. And even then, it seems they have curtains over them, and it's not quite that bright, all except for some candle lights. And you see a man sitting on a desk, scribbling furiously on some paper. He has various, what seems to be like cups and cups all around him. He has not tidied up this place recently at all. And he's just been just scribbling away. He does not even seem to notice you.
Perfect. I'm going to have Cordelia roll perception to see if she can see the wand. A 13.
Okay. It becomes very obvious to you with that roll that, yes, you do see the wand. There is a wand that seems to be like white, and it has a sort of like golden ring around it that seems to be a little bit not quite fitting the ring, but the wand. And it's like, stuff happens, but you're thinking that might be it. Unfortunately, though, the wand is right in front of this person furiously scribbling on down. It is very much within his reach and very much within his view.
And at this point is when I knock on the door. Right?
Something like that, yeah.
And I come through the door. Excuse me, sir. I was told that I could have a word with you.
You see the man kind of like stopping for a bit and kind of like looks at the door and kind of glares at it and just give a sigh and just like kind of like, all right, should be fine. The guards let him through, I guess. I should be getting better guards. And you see him grab the wand and put it on his pocket as he like kind of like stumbles his way across, kind of like pushing aside any of the trash and loose paper on the ground as he moves forward and goes to the door and very, very delicately unlocks it, opens it up a bit. Not enough for anybody to pass through, but you, Eddie, see a black-haired man. Hair is very much unbrushed. He seems to be on like sleeping robes, basically. He has bags under his eyes, and he like looks at you and just like, what do you want?
Hello, sir. I am doing an investigation on the happenings around this town, and your guards have told me that you're paranoid. Now, This may not be my jurisdiction, but I am a member of the police department where I come from.
We don't want police here right now.
I beg you to reconsider, as I am just simply here to help. What is it that is making you so nervous, sir?
He takes like a good look at you and sighs and be like, you'll be nervous too if suddenly your mentor went and disappeared and now you're left on your own.
I want to roll insight.
Go for it. Da, 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 da.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
It's a 14.
Very, very much tell he is walking around the subject and using very like general loose terms. He's probably hiding something. Most likely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
So Eddie goes, and writes that down. So could you give me a few more specific details in the, what you noticed the day your mentor disappeared?
I don't have to tell you anything. Now,
You
please
do
just
not.
leave me be. I
But-
am working on spells. I'm working on making more scrolls. I am working.
Eddie is going to reach forward and curl his fingers through the, space in the door to keep him from shutting the door.
Mm-hmm. And he's
And he's-
glaring at you even more.
Sir, if you do not tell me anything, I'm afraid that I may have to add you to my list of suspects
For what?
in the disappearance of Miss Shinebright.
You're not even a cop from around here. You don't even have a warrant. Now let me be.
I may not have a warrant, but I could easily go get one.
Fine, go get one. See if I care. I have guards. I can escort you out right now.
Is Cordelia doing anything while this conversation is happening? It's not going well.
I feel like Cordelia is a little honestly on the wizard side, just like a cab. Just like in those shows I watch. Man, the police here are really, really corrupt. Abuse of power. Wow, this is just like my shows.
Yeah.
Just probably sitting on the table. Like, still in stealth, too.
You do stuff.
Wow, okay.
A cab.
Oh my god.
So sorry. Hand you a fae who's just here to vibe.
I will let you guys know that in canon, this story does not have a time sensitive anything right now. Just so that opens up options for you guys, okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Eddie is going to just. All right. And just slip his fingers out.
And good day to you. And you see him close the door.
And he can't see it, but Cordelia waves.
And he's gonna turn around and leave and find where he left the sheep and Moth and bread, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. They very quickly, Camellia, are you doing anything now? As the man has now seems to huff and puff and very grumpily kind of kicking some of the papers out of his way as he walks back to his desk. Are you doing anything?
Staying out of his way for one.
Mm-hmm.
Cordelia's kind of me realizing Cordelia's a bit of a trickster fae and turning people into animals is kind of funny.
Oh my god.
Oops.
Oops.
This party is horrible for this.
Eddie is the only one who wants to help this poor sheep.
So Moth wants to help. They just aren't explaining any of their plans to anyone.
So I need to find a stat block really quick.
Oh boy.
Because Cordelia's gonna watch for a minute, and then Cordelia gets an idea.
Oh boy.
Cordelia gets a terrible
Oh boy.
So Cordelia has a spell called Summon Fae.
Oh my gosh.
One of the appearances this spirit can take is an elf.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That would break your stealth.
Mm-hmm.
It would. So Cordelia's gonna find a place. Cordelia is not a toon, but Cordelia is a fae. So it's very much the vibe of thinking, watching this wizard, thinking, wondering what the others are doing, thinking, and just light bulb. And then Cordelia's gonna fly to is there bookcases or something Cordelia can get on top of?
There are.
Awesome. Cordelia is going to fly on top of a bookcase and kind of skitter, not skitter, but kind of perch up there and just more to herself than anything, just oh, this is gonna be so fucking funny. I hope the others get a kick out of this shit. And because it's an elf. I can summon something that looks like an elf. Oh, this is gonna be fucking hilarious. And Cordelia is going to cast Summon Face Spirit. I can send a screenshot. I'm very sorry, everyone. I made this character last night, and I was like, yeah, this will be a polite, slightly airheaded woman. No.
She's fey.
Okay.
Incapable of.
How do you make this a familiar look like? Because you
So it's gonna
have
look like-
not asked at all.
I've never ever seen this sheep in person form in her entire life. She's going to big dramatic flowy cloak, hood up. Just at the top of the stairs or whatever, just poof, big dramatic entrance. And just ta-da!
And as you that there's the very loud poof and such, you see the wizard kind of like freeze for a moment and then look up towards this mysterious figure, and his eyes widen. And we're gonna go on break.
Amazing. I'm very sorry, everyone.
As Eddie is heading back to the group, he's like, he's writing down a few things to himself. He's like, how am I going to... Because this person is... Yeah, this person is clearly lying, but the moral quandary of I can't barge in there. That would be illegal.
Imagine having to think about that.
Imagine having to think about that. None of my other characters care.
Man.
So does Eddie know where Cordelia is?
He has no idea.
Nobody knows.
Eddie's like, how am I gonna girl boss gaslight gatekeep my way out of this? And Cordelia's just like, haha, I'm here. I'm doing the thing. Oh, this is so much fun.
My God. Yeah. Alright, everybody, go get water, snacks, and such. Go on.
I'm gonna get more soda.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I'm playing the straight-laced character for once, and this is great.
I really hope you're having fun, Heart.
No, I'm being serious. I am having a lot of fun.
Amazing. Good. I knew it was gonna get chaotic, but I need you guys to know I have like worked around a few things, trying to make this more comedy and trying to make this more fun rather than this module seems to be wanting to be very kind of more edgy, and I'm like, I'm gonna make it more fun.
I mean, looks at 11th law.
Yep. Anyway, I'm gonna go get water. Heart, I love you so much. You're doing great, sweetie. Everybody's doing great. Alright.
Yeah. I'm caught in the unfortunate of I'm playing a 65-year-old cop who does things by the books. But he's not going to stop until he gets to the truth of the matter, which is at least the good thing. Oh no. Like, sheep. I gotta look that up. Let me pull up D&D. So, according to this trade good thing, one sheep is worth 2 gold. So it follows. So it follows that a whole herd might cost, let's see, that's like 10, 20 times 2 is 40. Probably a little bit of upcharge because that's a whole flock. And, well, you also gotta think about where you're going to put a whole flock. So it might overall run you, like a whole flock would overall run you like, I guess you could get 10 and have it be like 20, 30 gold for a whole flock and the whatever food you decide to buy for them. But one sheep is 2 gold. Yes, you can totally buy the sheep. That is a good question, Bluejay. Soto! Sheep armor is gonna cost you, depending on depending on what kind of armor you're getting for the sheep. That depends. Are you getting leather armor? Okay, let's see how much half plate costs. So, half plate. Regular half plate. Oh my gosh. Hold on. You'd still have to modify it from dog and horse. You still have to modify it from dog armor. Yes, I know. Is half. Um, so the cost of half plate is apparently 750 gold. $750. um, so leather is 10. To modify it, you'd for the sheep, you'd probably get an upcharge of 5 or 5 or 8, so it'd be more likely like 18. 18 gold to make leather armor for the sheep. And no, we're not in like the mountainous region where they make sheep armor. That's somewhere else. We're in Tassie, Canada.
Is this canon?
Apparently this is canon to at least the ECEU. Cause my hubris does not stop. You know that anime, you'd still have to modify it from dog armor. Cause there's definitely anime dog armor.
We're halfway, but you guys can very easily, because there is supposed to be combat, but you guys can very easily speed run this.
Okay.
Okay.
Just so you guys know.
Are we going to enter the combat?
Depends. Again, it depends on how, like, you guys already skipped one of the combats.
We did. We distracted the wolves and like walked around.
So there is this, like, supposed to be, like, kind of boss, basically, on this last section here. But, again, you guys can very easily skip it or make this much more easier.
Amazing.
I'm just going with the flow.
Yep.
The sad part is Eddie's gonna like return to Moth, Miss Shine Bright, and Bread, and be like, I didn't get very far. Where did Miss Cordelia go?
You know.
Where did Miss Cordelia go?
You know. Also, I could not find my fucking glass for water, so now I'm going waterless. Right.
Get it?
You mean the cup on the kitchen table?
Oh fuck! Is it on the kitchen table?
Is it the clear stuff?
Yes.
I'm gonna reload my page really quick.
Okay.
I'm probably not going to use it, but I get Fireball as a default spell. Just
Moth pointing forwards. Fireball. But in beeps.
kill. No, the last few times they were in combat, they like did not participate. So
Oh my god.
We try to have a boss fight, but no one's interested.
Look, I am a little interested because Eddie's annoyed that he was flat out lied to.
We have combat, but it's just everyone else cheering Eddie on as Eddie beats the shit out of the wizard.
I want there for Brett to actually have a little tiny Altaria.
Listen, Bread's an alien. Bread could have literally like a tiny mechanical or AI Altaria that is Altaria.
Yes.
It's just a phone. It's just a communicator back to the ship, and Altaria's just Bread's like cohort / conscious / the same person who's not on planet.
I hold up that Eddie's not discovering crime. Beating up this wizard would fall under probably justice.
Amazing.
God.
Wonderful.
Look, he's lying, and Eddie suspects this man's the cause of which makes him the bad guy. The perp, which means that Eddie needs to beat him up and bring him to the authorities.
Is that what your gut's telling you?
Yes.
I need you guys to know you guys have been doing amazing.
I honestly, I really enjoyed the part where our 3 collective half of a brain cell got together and broke the sheep out.
And you guys do know much of this is really Yeah, you guys already know the plot, which is why I'm going towards the comedy of this. The module is very much wanting to lean more towards fucked up shit, and I'm like, no, we're gonna have fun.
This is the comedy of errors. Welcome to...
We're joking. So Soto said this is now basically becoming a parody of the 11th Law. And what started that was me being like, okay, so here's how we advertise people to listen to this game. You like the 11th Law? Is it too long? Is it too angsty? Just listen to this.
I do want to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
I pat Brad.
Altaria
still
is getting coffee. I don't know if Brett wants to continue without Altaria.
Bread, are you here? Can you hear us?
Sorry, you probably start without me and just
Here.
Summoning. Oh,
Altaria's
hello,
saying
Bread.
probably start without them.
I'm almost done.
Hello, Bread. You
They're
are
almost
with
done.
us now.
Oh, no. How terrible.
Bread.
Hi, Brad.
Nice. All right. You guys all got your waters, got your snacks.
Mhm.
Excellent. Before we continue on with Carmelia's amazing. Actually, should we do Carmelia's or should we go back to the gang first?
It's up to you guys because I feel like the wizard's gonna react.
Yes, the wizard is gonna react.
I would like to. Woof. What were you
No,
gonna say,
go
Audrey?
to the group. Go to the group because Bread wants to talk to Moth about something.
Okay.
Yes.
So we
so
put this camera back towards the group, being the sheep, Moth, and Bread, chilling, vibing.
turning into space goo.
Turning into space goo.
Of the floor.
So, Brad?
So, perfect. Well, but so, do you know any spot where there could be where I could purchase a sheep?
Moth just shrugs.
Yeah, maybe not purchase a sheep. What about steal a sheep?
Moth thinks and then points back in the direction of the town.
Do you think the sheep are still in town? I mean, there's probably greener pastures outside of town.
They look like they're thinking about that. And then they shrug again.
Eddie? I feel like that's the point where Eddie comes back.
Yep. So, Eddie, walks back to where the group is. He looks at each of you and he casts Speak with Animals again. That's the second usage. I have one usage left.
There's this magnificent garden, which is where, I was reading all that, but we don't really like to talk about that. But do you know? Oh! Hello! Hi!
Hi. There is a very, there's a problem.
Oh, no.
There are 3 guards outside. And I do believe the wizard inside is probably the person who has done this to you.
Oh, Nikki, yes. He used to be my apprentice, I told you that.
Yes. Where's Cordelia? He just realized that they're not here.
Oh, I thought they were with you.
Eddie looked. So his eyes just barely crack open. And his skin turns the palest blue you've ever seen. Oh dear.
At that, we pan right back towards the tower. Unless anybody else has something to say?
Nope.
Brad?
Do you have anything more to say before we switch camera view?
Nope.
Nope.
All right.
Back to pondering the sheep.
We fade back into the very dark inside of the tower as Nick, as now that we have figured out with the sheep's help, is looking upon this hooded figure, and it's like, who are you? What? How do you get inside?
The face spirit probably just like reaches a hand out to point accusingly at Nikki. And because Cordelia knows what the sheep sounds like, I'm gonna have so would it be deception to try and imitate?
I say more like deception or performance.
Okay, it's the same mod, so it's not
Okay.
that big of a deal.
'23. That's
God.
amazing.
Okay. Yeah.
This is apparently something that Cordelia does a lot. So that's good to know. So Cordelia imitates Miss Shinebright and just goes, You scoundrel, I've come back for my revenge.
No. You're a sheep. How did you come back so fast? No, stay back.
Cordelia's gonna kind of figuratively nudge the elf spirit forward, and it's gonna get closer.
And you see as Nick kind of stands up, the chair kind of clatters to the floor as he very, very frighteningly stumbles backwards.
The elf spirit's gonna raise both hands in a claw hand motion. And what are some of the abilities that Summon Fae has? Bleh. They're not great. So this is gonna be all acting, baby. Woo! Fuck these combat useful abilities. It's time for roleplay. So Cordelia's gonna keep imitating lovely Shinebright. And I am much more powerful than you could ever imagine.
No, the wand is the thing that made you powerful. I have the wand now. You stay back.
The elf spirit's gonna keep advancing, doing the spooky cloak billowy.
Nick is still gonna go backwards and backwards.
She's trying to guide him towards the door.
Mm-hmm.
And also trying not to laugh because this is fucking hilarious. You should have run when you could have. I am going to have my revenge. I will tear you apart with my magic.
No. You see him like panically like looking around, and he looks at the door and dashes for it.
Amazing.
Gonna do anything?
I mean, probably like have the elf spirit chase. And like the second he's out the door, Cordelia is gonna start laughing.
Mm-hmm. You see him as he like very, very panically tries to like open the door, unlock it, and like swing it wide open and run towards the guards and like, stay back, stay out. What? Don't approach, guards.
Do we hear this?
Yes.
Of the forest can rush towards what's happening.
Yes, you guys definitely hear this. How do you guys react?
Eddie's like, after going immediately pale as he's hearing the shouting, he immediately rolls and runs towards it.
Mm-hmm. Anybody else?
Moth sits up, kind of like, huh, what? And then follows.
Red gets up and follows.
And then she kind of like, oh, we're following along? Okay, let's go.
Oh, wait.
I'll stay over the forest, though, since I'm pretty sure there's still guards.
Moth changes their mind and turns around.
Mm-hmm.
And shakes their head at Miss Shinebright.
No? Okay.
And then they sit back down on the ground.
And she just, like, sits right next to you, Moth, and is like, well, if you want, I can teach you a little bit of magic. I know my previous apprentices have, like, done and all this and that, but if you want, I can show you a few of my spells that I know, though I can't really show you the spell. And she continues talking.
I don't think Moth understands because Moth hasn't recast Speak with Animals.
Nope. It's
all
a normal
bad.
day.
Yep.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Bah. The rest of you dash forward towards the tower, and you see this very, very tired-looking man pointing towards the tower at the open door. And the guards kind of like stand up and alert, grabbing their swords and such.
I'm gonna rush over and be like, what has happened? I heard you calling.
She's right there. She's right there. Get rid of her. This is not her home anymore.
Who is right there?
Shine bright.
And Eddie's gonna look.
There's an elf, seemingly an elf, wearing a big black cloak with the hood up.
Eddie looks over and then looks back at Nikki. And offers a handout. Now, what has caused you concern, if that is truly your mentor?
She said that she's gonna tear me apart with her magic. That is enough evidence for you, right? Go and get rid of her.
But this is her home.
It is my home now, for she has gone missing, and I am her apprentice, and I was meant to have this place once she was done with it. She was supposed to teach me. She has now turned against me.
And he is going to reach forward and touch this man's, like, shoulder.
Mm-hmm. Do not touch me, as he, like slaps your hand.
Sir, you're being hysterical. I don't... It's one of those things of, man, what am I trying to do here? Sir, what documentation says that this place belongs to you?
It's inside the tower. It is legally mine. She went missing. I am her apprentice, and...
She's no longer missing.
This is still my tower now. She's been gone for 3 years. We thought she was dead.
I do think that you need to calm down. And everyone here needs to calm down. I don't know what he's trying to do. Is anyone else doing anything?
Yep. Anybody else? Also, Eddie, I do suggest you do a persuasion.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'll try persuasion.
Brad, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's... makes sense.
Is Brad gonna try and investigate the tower, or is Brad going to hang around with Eddie as Eddie tries to talk to the wizard that is very upset?
Investigate the tower.
Okay.
Awesome.
Go for it. You do see that they... Roll investigation, perception.
So, investigation. Sorry, we're having some issues here.
You're good.
They're trying to rub the two brain cells together.
Yeah, well, Brett was explaining to me the very devious plan to kidnap a sheep, and we got distracted.
It's roll perception. Yeah.
Oh, perception is +1, so 11.
There's a figure in a dark cloak standing in the doorway, holding the door. Looking like they're about to shut it. Faintly, you hear the sound of laughter.
I got a 5 on my persuasion.
Yeah, he is not listening to you at all. I'm so sorry, Eddie. And he's like, you get away when you're not even helping. You get away. Guards, I need you to escort him out and get rid of her. And the guards is just kind of like looking panically around. It's like, God. Or like, one of the pigs, the one that was not really talking as much, like goes to you, Eddie. It's just like, and I gotta escort you out. I'm sorry.
I'm afraid I cannot allow you, as the legal laws of Tezu, Canada say that when an original owner returns to the premises, it is up to her if I leave. And this is the hill we're going to die on.
And Pei kind of like sits there, actually, like thinks on that, and is like, yeah, I think that's right, actually. You see the wizard just saying, I still hired you to protect this tower and me. I want you to get rid of him and her. And Vegas is like,
Make the right choice. Says Eddie. He's going to attempt to actually restrain the wizard.
oh boy. Are you doing this obviously?
No, it's more like, I'm not doing this obviously, it's more like he's going to put his hand on the man's shoulder again and grip hard.
He looks at you, and then for a moment you see him just turn to fury. Let me get this. He's gonna cast Thunderwave.
Okay.
Wait, is it Thunderwave or Thunderstep? Hold on.
It would be Thunderstep. Thunderstep would get... Yeah.
Yes. Wait. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at his thing. This is not a character sheet, so...
Yeah, if you cast Thunderstep, that means I roll dex save.
No, it's Thunderwave. He has Thunderwave.
No. I think that's... what kind of save
It'll
is that?
be a con save.
Okay. Not as great.
It's a big boom. I also need to make the guards do this since...
I bet you an 11 does not do it.
No, it does not. +2. Hold on as I get the PCs.
Bread is by the door. Does Bread also need to make the save?
No, it is 15-foot cube. They're not that close enough. Okay, she is good. All right, doing that. Only one of them makes it, which is the ape. Amazing. All of you guys take 2d8. All of you guys mean Eddie and the guards. Take 7 damage. And are pushed 10 feet away.
Okay. Yeah, that thunder wave, like, ripples through him and he... I'm afraid this means I will have to take you in.
And he starts booking it. Start initiative.
Yeah! Initiative time.
Should I roll?
Yes. Actually,
Everyone.
yeah,
Oh.
roll. I'm pretty sure there has been a big enough commotion for Moth to like hear, especially with a big boom. So if Moth wants to do anything, Moth can join in.
Moth doesn't
And
want to.
Eddie being sent heel over ass.
Moth doesn't want to leave the sheep alone or bring the sheep anywhere near stuff. I think they're just waiting, but...
Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna do the guards. Do they have? They do not. Oh boy.
Low murmurs of the Altaria talking.
It's that the mic picks us up when we're quietly explaining things, but not when we're trying to actually talk to you.
Because it hates us.
It's
So-
homophobic.
That's all the guards, right?
Yes.
There's Bread.
They're all just... So, Where's the wizards?
Oh, fuck, I forgot.
Yeah, you need to roll the wizard.
Yes,
man.
this is the first time I've done an initiative
You can do
for
it.
a game. So I'm doing great. Where is his dex? There's his dex. A 5.
Nice.
Right, his name is Nikki. There we go.
Oh yeah, she's very comparable, Nikki.
Well, his actual name is like Nick, but Miss Shinebright calls him Nikki.
Of course.
Second. Did you roll it for them? Yeah.
All
All right,
right.
first on the list, Eddie. You're 10 feet away from the wizard. The guards looked very confuzzled and disoriented.
I'm going to close that 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to punch it.
Oh my god! All right, go for it. Yes, that makes sense.
I'm a monk.
Mm-hmm.
Does that just mean I?
It's
I don't know how
unarmed
to
strike.
roll.
Yeah. Okay.
So-
How do I roll that?
It is
I have
a D.
I have the notes in Nom's thing.
Right.
Oh god, where'd it go? Hey, nope, where'd it go? Did it get fucking removed? Oh my god. So far as I recall, it is like D20 plus proficiency plus your dex or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So D20 plus 6.
Yeah. Dex or strength? I think it was strength for unarmed strikes.
I am a monk, though.
Monk.
Yeah, monk
Okay.
use dex.
All right.
All right. That's 16.
60. That definitely hits. Do me some damage.
All right. Let's see. Unarmed strike. 1d4 plus 4.
It's something like that.
Yeah. It
1
says
plus
right there.
4. That's 5.
Nice.
5 damage. That is my action. I can spend 1 key point to do flurry of blows. Wait.
If that's what you want.
Yes. After my attack action, I could do that to make 2 unarmed strikes.
Go for it.
Go for the knees. Kick him down.
Yeah. So I punch him probably mostly with like flat open hand, and then I'm gonna. So one of those is 26. 'Cause I rolled a nat 20.
Excellent. Go for it.
Kill
Go
him.
do me my note.
And then a 3 plus 6, which I imagine a 9 doesn't actually hit.
No, it does not.
So that's a D4
Mm-hmm.
plus 4.
I doubled the results, so that's what I do.
Okay. That's 2 plus 4 is 6, so 12?
12 damage. Okay, let me... Where is... Hold on as I write this down.
And I, for that, can I say I, like, whacked him in the back, and then I, spun and kicked the back of his legs, which is why it's so much damage.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And probably also why I missed my second, hit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you see him just kind of like wince in pain and just glaring you down and stumbling backwards a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Next up is Bread.
Cast Ice Knife at Nikki.
Oh my god. Okay, sure. What's the range on Ice Knife? What's the range?
Range is
60.
60 feet.
Okay, yep. All right, go for it. Roll me.
Person, you just fucking kill.
What are we rolling? Sorry?
Range spell attack.
Range spell attack. So
Yeah, it's 1d20 plus 4.
D20 plus 4. Pick up.
That
11.
actually does not make it. You see, you fire up an ice knife, and you see it's landing towards a tree behind him instead. Very barely missing.
Hit or miss, the shard then explodes. The target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed. on
Yeah,
the
so
dexterity
that'll
saving
be-
throw.
Eddie, make a dex save.
It's Eddie
Yep,
and
Eddie
Nikki
and
have to make the dex
Nikki.
save.
Oh, Eddie's there?
Yep,
Yeah.
Doesn't
Whoa.
matter.
that's a 21.
16 plus 6.
Yeah, no, you guys are fine.
Dang it.
It does no damage.
No one.
Correct. You used it perfectly. Alright. Do you want to move closer, farther? Do you want to... I don't know if you get any bonus.
So for you, Bread, and thus the tiny Altaria that lives in Bread's pocket, you can probably piece together that the elf thing, illusion, real, whatever, inside is probably Cordelia. And Eddie went chasing after Nikki, who was freaking out and took off. And then you threw Ice Knife at them. And you can probably cast Expeditious Retreat to try and catch up. Or you can stay back by the door and keep throwing shit on your turn, because you have spells, and you are a wizard. So...
Sounds cool.
But also, bonk.
That's fair.
Do you want to run after and bonk, or do you want to keep throwing shit at him from a distance?
You do have
Please,
great
Monica.
spells, such as Hold Person, Catapult, Thunder Wave, Witch Bolt,
Okay,
Enlarge,
you just-
Reduce,
And you
Levitate.
cannot bonk because you already used your action to cast Ice Knife.
Yeah, next turn now.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll use Expeditious Retreat.
For the bonus.
So
Oh,
you
no, we don't
start running after them,
Mm-hmm.
and that just happens. So
That's as a bonus
Oh.
action, and immediately you can dash.
Mm-hmm. So it
you're running now.
All right, where are you guys
The
running
dog
to?
will run.
running after Eddie and them.
All right,
Yeah.
that will leave you only with a reaction.
So you can't really do much unless Nikki tries to bonkus conkus you.
Yeah. I think you're good then. I think that's everything you got.
Turn.
All right. Next up is Moth, who is chilling with the sheep.
It's Cordelia next.
Yeah,
Oh,
Cordelia's turn.
Cordelia.
Hello, it's
Hi.
Cordelia.
Mhm.
Hello, it's Cordelia. You have reached my voicemail box. Please leave a message after the beep. Beep. Okay. So Cordelia's gonna crawl out from the presumably dusty bookcase top of it. And Cordelia is going to like peek out the door and see the others chasing after Nikki and wave and then promptly break stealth and go, "Hey! Hey guys! That wand we need is in his pocket. Did I do really great? That was so
Oh my
funny.
God.
Oh my gosh." He was so scared.
Oh my gosh.
And then Cordelia is going to direct, just kind of like be like, okay, so Cordelia is not going to do anything, but Cordelia is going to talk to the Fey spirit they summoned. And it's like, okay, hi, thank you so much for helping me again with that. That was so funny. Oh my gosh, you got him so good. So I need you to like stop him. Like, I don't know if they care about if he dies or not. Maybe not on that for now. They tend to be attached to the, mortals. So just like, why don't you make good on chasing after them? That'll be so much fun. I don't know. Faye is going to Faye step 30 feet after Nikki.
That should get you right there, yeah.
So I need Nikki to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, fun. All right.
Because that's a thing. Because we have a mirthful Fae.
That's a 4. That's an 8.
So mirthful. The Fae can force one creature within 10 feet of it to make a wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC. Unless the save succeeds, the target is charmed by you and the Fae for 1 minute or until the target takes any damage. So I guess the Fae teleports right next to Nikki and just croons like, Nikki. And I guess Nikki is now charmed.
You see as Nikki kind of like stares at the Fae and like suddenly just burst out crying. It's like, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do any of it. It was taking too long. Yeah.
Amazing.
We did it? Question mark.
So it's Moth's turn.
Yeah, Moth.
Yep, Moth's turn.
Vivin?
Moth garden sheep.
The sheep is just continuously ba 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 ba, making conversation.
Right. Okay.
Does Moth beat back? Does Moth make noises back? Is this like...
Yeah.
Is... awesome.
Oh my god. And it's just this communication between each other. Both of them not knowing what the other one is saying. But they're having a conversation.
We're vibing.
Alright, next up is the guards. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The guards are just like seeing all this shit going down. I'm like, how about we go over there? You guys seem to, yeah. They're going away.
I mean,
Not paid enough.
Eddie told them to make the right choice. They have made the right choice.
With that, we're out of initiative.
So I am going to say that Eddie is going to secure Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pull hopefully handcuffs out of my hammer space.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 5. You have the right to remain silent. Click, click.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. It was thing, and he just weeping, sobbing.
Mm-hmm. He is now in handcuffs.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
I will have to confiscate any weapons on your person.
I'm sorry. I'm still mean to any of this, and Gus is here helping me, and I didn't mean any of this, and it was taking too long. I'm gonna be like I couldn't do this for a century, and.
What a pathetic, wet little rag of a man. Amused.
Do an investigation. Check his pockets.
Okay.
Pull out a bear trap.
He is
That's
a real
3.
kind, just for you guys to know. A 3! A 3! You check over the pockets. You honestly find like a few coins, some loose papers. What seems to be the kind of like chunky thing being like a spell book. He seems to have. You don't find the wand, strangely enough.
I do relieve him of the spell book because that is technically classified as a weapon in the hands of a wizard. And that goes into my hammer space.
Bread. Bread, sleight of hand, pick the pockets. Bread, sleight of hand, pick the pockets. Steal, crime.
Sleight of hand, pick pocket.
That is sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand +1.
This is gonna go great. Nope, all the way around. Exclamation B.
The
+1.
+1.
You're getting it.
7.
God. You pick the pocket. You find 5 silver pieces.
Oh my fucking god.
Guys, I have this as a 10 DC. Please.
I use this money to buy my sheep. 5 silver.
Cordelia.
Cordelia, who was hanging by the door just kind of watching this shit go down, perks up and is like, yeah?
You said that the wand was on him. I require a little assistance.
Oh, it happens to the best of us.
You roll with advantage, please. You know where.
Yeah, Cordelia will fly over and investigation.
Mm-hmm.
I want this to be a nat 20 because I think it'd be funny. It's a 6.
Yeah.
Advantage. You know, you saw him. Oh my.
Only
2
6.
6s, baby.
Oh my god. I thought a 10 DC was okay.
Wait, no. Can I please? So can Cordelia go through his pockets, not find it, and just be like, well, it's time to strip?
Oh my god. Yeah.
At the robe to take it off and seal it.
Yeah, you take off his robe. Take off his robe. He's now on just like a t-shirt, his PJ pants, sobbing, crying.
In handcuffs, so
In
Eddie probably
handcuffs.
helped him take the robe off.
Is he wearing like bunny slippers or something?
Yes.
Too?
Yes.
This is.
Oh my god. College student.
He is.
She's gonna turn it upside down and shake it out, basically. Yeah, a 13.
Yeah.
Does it just fall out?
You shake it out, and it falls out the one you saw before with the golden ring around it. Yeah, there it is.
Picks it up, little do.
You pick it up and very immediately, Cordelia, you pick it up and you notice very clearly there are cracks on the wand that seem to origin from the golden ring.
Yo, wait.
Oh dear.
No, never mind.
Cordelia's gonna start waving it over her head and being like, I found it! Look! Moth, do you want to bring the sheep over?
Moth emerges from the woods.
She like pops heads out.
Anyone got mending?
Ironically, I have mending.
Mm-hmm.
Can Cordelia cast mending?
Do me a spell check. Basically, your spell ability modifier and plus a D20.
A 23.
Oh my god.
Why am I getting rolls?
Oh my god.
Cordelia is...
As
winning.
you do this, alright, Cordelia, you very immediately kind of clock in as you're trying to mend this, that this ring seems to actually be from Fae origin.
Ooh,
and you're like, oh, this can be easily fixed. The ring seems to have caused the wand to start cracking, probably trying to enhance the wand, but the wand is not that powerful enough for this ring. And very easily you slip out the ring.
For you kids.
You slipped out the ring, and you go to fix the wand, and you fix it a bit. It's not fully there are still a few splinters here and there, but it's better than before.
It's fine.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about
The sheep looks at Moth and just bah.
I think Speak with Animals is actually still up for Eddie.
Mm-hmm. And Eddie, you hear her go like, so is it fine if we go over there?
If it's dangerous, it is probably best.
No. Cordelia not Cordelia, Jesus. Moth was being asked if it's safe for them to come over to the others.
Right.
Moth probably just starts walking out.
And she follows right behind Moth, just very merrily, like strutting along, looking at the scene, like, oh, bother.
Eddie has Nikki restrained.
Mm-hmm. And it's just like,
under control.
Well, you guys sure work efficiently, don't you? Oh, this is very good, very good. Nikki doesn't honestly look at all this. Nikki's charmed. Nikki's crying. Nikki's regretting life choices.
Now, Miss Shine Bright, your Cordelia has your wand.
Oh, wonderful. Cordelia, darling, if you could please turn me back to an elf.
She wants you to turn her back into an elf.
Oh no, I don't use wands. Here, Cordelia's gonna hand the wand to Bread. Why don't you do it, honey? I'm sure you look like a capable caster. So Bread now has the absolutely totally not busted magic wand. And is being told, pointed at the fucking sheep and shoot.
Mhm.
Point and click. You want point and click?
Sure.
Awesome. Do be an Arcana roll.
No doctors. So you're gonna do not caps lock. There you go. Honey.
Not caps.
+4. My keyboard is a different sound.
Okay.
Wow.
Bran, you go ahead and point the wand towards the sheep and very confidently cast a spell that is charged in the wand, only for just a little yellow spark to come out. Nothing happens.
Do you want to do the magical flourish Disney style and try again?
Sure.
Seeing this, Cordelia will reach up and pat Bread and be like, "It's okay. It really does happen to the best of us." And cast Bardic Inspiration. So you get a deal. So roll again and then roll a d8 and add the two together.
You cut out a little bit. Roll again and do what?
Roll a d8.
And then add the two together.
Mm-hmm.
Because you've got Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, I do the d21.
1.
1.
Plus.
So add 1.
19.
Hey.
Oh my god. That actually makes it.
Amazing.
And you guys were lucky because Nikki didn't actually use the wand, so it still has all the charges.
Haha!
In a very elegant fashion, you use the wand on Miss Bride, and suddenly you see a ray of like golden magic energy shoot out from the wand and hit Miss Bride as she starts glowing in this yellow golden color, and her form shifts, and there you see a elven woman with like light blonde hair, like staring at you guys with a very big smile, black eyes, grinning wide, and just like, "Oh, this is great! This is wonderful! Oh, you guys did so amazing!" I was a bit worried there, and if the wand was any defected or any of the sort, I'm pretty sure something terrible would have happened.
Well, I'm certainly glad that nothing terrible happened.
Oh, so am I.
He just kind of looks over and eyes the wand with like some amount of trepidation, like, You can tell because his head tilts slightly towards it, and like,
yeah,
he looks
all
a
of
little
you kind of notice in a tune-like fashion. A lot of you kind of notice the one kind of sparks a bit.
Wow, it's broken.
Bread, I do believe you should perhaps hand that to me as evidence.
Yes. Oh, speaking of, I should pay all of you, and all of you have worked really, really hard on this. We prefer money, spells, scrolls, and such. I do need to get a new apprentice now. Oh, Gus is still in town, so maybe I can ask him. Oh, yes.
If it's all the same, ma'am, I do not require any payment. I did this out of the kindness of
but
my
I
heart.
insist. How about this? I am doing this from the kindness of my heart. So please. It'll be on me. It's a treat on me. If anything, I can even buy you dinner.
He turns a little pink.
Cordelia kind of gestures at the wand and goes, I would actually like the fancy dancy little ring you got there on it,
A
if that's
ring?
alright.
A ring?
Yeah, there's a ring on it. It's Fae, and I'm Fae, and that probably certainly shouldn't be in the hands of wizards who like to
Don't
experiment
remember
with
there being a ring on
spells.
the wand.
Oh, well then I'll just take the whole thing and you don't have to worry about it at all.
All right. Since you did find it. Oh, yes. You can keep it then.
Fuck yeah.
Alright, for the rest of you, how does 15 gold, 20 gold? I should have that around somewhere for each. Let me take a look around. And she like wanders off into the tower. And yeah.
Brad.
If any of you guys
Brad,
have any
you
last
totally
words.
should ask for a sheep.
Eddie
Brad, you should
takes
totally ask her
Nikki to the local police station
Amazing.
for booking. It gives an
Moth
official
accepts
report.
the gold and bows at everyone like multiple times. They're just like bowing at the whole area, trying to aim, and every time they bow, there's a little ding noise, and then they sit on the ground and disappear.
Oh my god. Yes, good.
Really just like, wait, no, I wanted to exchange friend codes.
Oh,
Eddie just kind of bows back to Moth.
Oh my god. Brad, do you ask for a sheep? Please tell me you ask for a fucking sheep. After all of
I
the
asked for a
logistics,
sheep.
have a free sheep.
Brett asks for a sheep with armor.
I can arrange that if you can stay here for a day or two.
Will do.
Yes.
Excellent.
Okay.
I shall get you a sheep with armor then. Seems a bit odd considering I was a sheep for a good majority of time. Well, not really that long of a time considering how long I live. Well, yes. Yeah.
so if
We did it.
Cordelia said that as Moth was sitting and disappearing, then Moth comes back out of the woods
Oh my god.
and goes in front of Cordelia and beeps a few times.
Cordelia will beat back.
Okay.
Oh my god. This is how you
Moth.
exchange friend
Yeah.
codes.
Moth pulls out a white candle and kneels and offers it to Cordelia.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Cordelia actually has a candle. Oh my god.
Yes.
She pulled out the fucking candle.
Man.
Fuck yeah. Totally lights her candle with fucking Moss. They are friends now.
Yay!
God. Amazing. Alright.
I guess after Eddie books Nikki, Eddie's going on a date.
Amazing. Great. Alright. I do have one little interlude.
Ooh.
If you guys don't mind. Cornelia, where are you at after the events of all of this?
Probably like chilling somewhere, like fucking around. You know, they came for yes, also absolutely. Cordelia high-fived Moth before everyone split. This is canonical. Short squad, fuck yeah. And Eddie Eddie the babysitter. Yeah, Cordelia's just chilling on probably on like a rooftop somewhere, kind of people watching. They came to the mortal realm for like just to see what's up. They've never been here before. She's probably kind of an older fae, but like hasn't really like gone out and done adventuring. Super big into like nature stuff, so just been chilling doing nature stuff, but like is now just hell yeah, I'm hanging out in the mortal realm, fucking around, have this weird artifact now, gonna totally fuck with that later.
Are you looking at the artifact right now? Do you have it pulled up as you're in the rooftop?
Probably, yeah, honestly.
Okay. And behind you hear somebody just like, I hope you've been enjoying yourself here.
Oh, it's so fun. They're very interesting.
Yes, they're something, all right.
Oh, do you not like them?
I have my opinions. All of them are chaotic and complex and ridden with too many intricacies. You can't really know what they'll do next.
Oh, but that's what makes them so amusing.
Suppose so. There's a few joys in that. Don't go around giving that ring to any of those mortals. I saw what that one did to it, and, well, I'm glad you took it off before anything catastrophic happened.
Oh, no, I'll be keeping it with me. I think it'll make a great souvenir.
Well, I wish you luck in your little adventure here in the mortal realm.
I wish you luck in your endeavors.
Good day, Cordelia.
Good day.
And you're alone. And that's where we fade off from this episode.
Wow.
He completely forgot I had an inspiration point.
Yep.
No. I fucking called you out on that.
Yeah. I will use it. Completely forgets.
Blessed.
You gotta put that in your notes.
Oh my god. Trad. Trad just in the end. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you guys had fun.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.